The Wild. The Weaver. And the Worm. Three primal forces from which the world, Gaia, springs. The Wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Worm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind, the balance between those three forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the Worm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the Wild.
All right. They should be ready now.
The best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
I don't know. Even if we do manage to push them out, they'll only set up somewhere else. We need to hurt them, bring them down, not chase them away.
We've already talked about this, Cahal. They're too close to the cairn. If we stage an attack, they'll look for the ones who did it. I don't want Indran's eyes on our home. Our best option is to work in the shadows.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Call. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her. You just focus on your mission.
Call. I've got this. I love you. See you soon.
Endron. One of the most destructive companies North America has to offer. Known for their violence and endless greed. If we left them to their own devices, they'd ravage this place till there was nothing left but dust. Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning. What do you think, old friend? Yeah, that makes two of us. I'm not too keen on this plan. Ava did an impressive job installing all this. I'll have to thank her for this later. I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rodko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
And she's Adana's mother. I should be out there with her.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're 10 times better at hacking than me or Rodko with your eyes closed. Just give it time. Besides, you installed all of this on your own. Have faith in your abilities.
I know, but... Thanks. A little pep talk never hurts. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No, not yet. I'm just heading her way. Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
Don't worry, our work here's nearly finished. You'll be back at the cairn with your friends before you know it.
I know, but why'd you have to drag me out here in the first place? It's not like you've got me doing anything out here.
Your mom wanted you to come along, so you could see what our field missions entail.
They entail a bunch of bullshit. All we ever do is watch and take notes. We're not accomplishing anything.
Language, young lady. And preparation is key. Know how your enemy will respond before you move. A foe stripped of surprise is fangless.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
I wish I could have. But Rodko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. And like I said, all that observation we were doing was minimizing the danger. Your mother will be just fine, Edie. Don't worry.
Shit.
Cahal, wake up! I'm gonna need you. A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence has shaken things up.
Tell me Ludmilla's okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked. And Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts. I'm locked in the turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Guards. Ludmilla, we've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract them for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
Any idea what could have caused it?
I don't care. Just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it. Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck! Rodko.
I heard. Who's sneaking around? We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
We need a backup squad. Backup needed right now. Call. I've hacked into their system. Now, stay low. I can see they've got snipers in the next room. I'll open that for you. Just watch out. Additional men needed right now. Keep going. I should be able to. There.
Ludmilla!
Call. Tell 80.
No! Please, no!
No. Ludmilla! It's me, Cahal. Listen to me! Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, that's Rafik! Stop it! No! What have I done? Rafik! There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey! What the...
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go. "5 years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The worm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
And in other news, Endron is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
This exile was my only choice. I'd become a danger to my pack. I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rodko, of Ava, of 80. This is the closest I've been to Tarker's Mill in 5 years.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
How much time do we have before they notice the guards on the outside have gone quiet?
They report in by radio every hour. That's our deadline for getting our hands on the explosives and getting out of here.
Let's go through the plan again, just to make sure everything's clear.
You've got to swap the delivery label on the crate of explosives intended for Endron. You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back by their storage facility. Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
What do your clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weatherstormers? They're planning on blowing up a big Magadon pharmaceutical plant.
Good fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum of the earth.
And guess what? These explosives were originally headed to Endron, another megacorp of assholes. Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
All right. I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man? You seem kind of stressed out back in the truck.
Just been a long time since I've been out this way. Brings back memories. Forget it. We've got a job to do.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
That does it. This month's orders are packed in the delivery bay and ready to go. Let's do our inventory checks for next month.
I'm a good shot.
I'm inside.
Good. Try to keep a low profile, would you?
Endron reached out to me, you know. They're hiring and the pay's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. They're going toe-to-toe with a group of activists right now. Lambda mankind. If I were you, I'd stay here. Keep your head down.
About their new biofuel. They say they're going green by the end of the year.
The only thing green about that fuel's the label. It's the same shit with new branding, marketing stunt.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
What the hell, what?
Dusk, you're up.
On it. Once I've got their attention, you go find what we came for and slap on this fancy new delivery label. Got it?
Hey, you in the truck. What are you doing here?
I'm just here for a pickup, man.
Pickup? What are you talking about? There's no pickup on the schedule.
Well, check it again. I gotta be on there. You really think I drive?
According to the intel we received, the crates of explosives should be stored around here. All right, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
Wait. I smell something. Give me a minute to check it out. I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garu. Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means.
Change of plans?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
So, who's the lady the boss is meeting with upstairs?
She's from Endron. Special order.
Silver bullets? Who even uses that shit? Is she picking up some golden guns while she's at it?
You know what they say. The client is king, especially when the client's name is Endron.
Shipment's loaded. How are things on your end?
Shouldn't be much longer.
We were supposed to have delivered the ammunition 1 week ago. 1 week! Endrin doesn't like waiting.
Or paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endrin is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand what's at stake here.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major. The business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's Mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill. Hey! You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman! And what's this attack on Tarker's Mill?
I'm calling security.
Going loud.
Now, die!
Bollocks! Security! Alert!
This beast is gonna eat us all!
Tarker's Mill. My old cairn. Adana. I have to go back. Dusk.
What the fuck are you doing, Gal? I just had to pop a couple guards who wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. Keep the engine running. We're out of here as soon as I get back. Nice. Focus.
Went off in the boss's office, but I'm not getting any response from that sector. Take your positions, people. Maximum alert until the situation's clear.
Trespasser sighted. Trespass? Guns up. Raise the security level. Be on the lookout. We need more men!
No reply from the delivery bay either. Shit, what's going on?
Damn it.
Sound the alarm!
Weapons ready. Take it out, quick!
we headed?
Tarker's Mill.
We're too late. Engine is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that. Clever boy. All troops, fall back!
Fucking Silver.
Tell me, where's Adana?
Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I heard that the cairn was going to be attacked. I was afraid for you. For Adana.
And how did you hear that?
I overheard Endron talking about it on my last job. I may have left Tarker's Mill, but I never turned my back on it. I couldn't just abandon you.
You found it easy enough 5 years ago. Your cairn and your daughter have always needed you. I tried to tell you that.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Endron site in the Pacific Northwest. Best option available to us after the failure of her last mission.
Rodko, you let Adana infiltrate Endron? My fucking daughter? After what happened with her mother?
Your daughter is the best undercover agent I have. We will not win our fight for Gaia without first bringing Endron down. And with your daughter on the inside, we're closer than ever. She may not fight like we do, but she's every bit as strong. You should respect that. The work she's doing inside Endron is absolutely vital. More so after what their private fucking army just did to us. I'm afraid her work won't be able to stop Endron from retaliating against us. Not after our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Endron bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
Tell me about Idana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you. I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
You say that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's walls. That doesn't sound like your kind of training.
Idana decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother. Rest assured, though, Idana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too. At first.
At first? So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. Now you've seen firsthand what Endron is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for the planet. What more could I ask for? Until I'm healed, there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
My son. They killed my son.
He's lost a lot of blood. I don't know if he'll make it through the night. Has anyone told his wife yet?
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn.
She bled out just before they shot him.
This is only a few months old. I'll make good use of that. That was 2 years ago now. Your mother would have been so proud. Millie used to say the same thing. Following in her mother's footsteps.
Hey, Cahal. It's good to see your face again.
The cairn is in a bad way.
Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear. You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show. Thanks, Dusk. Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the weather stormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Cahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
Donna was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter. It's true. Rotko did change when he became pack leader.
Those bastards. Kitamona. How could they?
Silver. That's what killed her. They had 3 snipers trained on her. She never had a chance.
Magnus didn't even know how to fight. He was a spirit healer, a caretaker of children.
Endrin doesn't show anyone mercy, and we won't either.
Keep an eye out. We may have pushed them back, but who knows what they're capable of. Rodko's counting on us. Ceres? But how? She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. They had a sniper.
Rodko must have written this when he lost his sister.
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms. but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
I came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Adana, a dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety, then? She too is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ifen.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can, but my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
She was pregnant.
They knew it too. The fuckers laughed about it as they did it.
Bold and heroic. I hope Rodko's changed his mind. I went to see Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rotko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we weren't right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given in to rage and killed one of our kin, Rotko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching this stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Cahal.
Dusk, my friend, I owe you one.
Go the unaware and survive.
Leandra, be at peace. I will protect the cairn. Go to Ethan.
Of course, Gal. I'm glad I got to see you. One last time.
Iron Wind, your struggle is over. Ethan is waiting for you.
Cahal, keep fighting. Protect the cairn for me.
Recruiting at their training center.
Then, perhaps I need to enlist. You deserve to rest at last, Magnus. Go to Ethan. He's waiting.
Ah, Cahal. It's good to see you, old friend. Take care of the cairn.
The forest shrinks a little more each day.
Series, Gaia thanks you for your sacrifice. Now go. Yfen is waiting for you.
Save the forest, Cahal. Drive out the worm.
Kitmona, return to Yfen. The cairn is safe.
Thank you, Cahal. Take care of those who remain.
For returning your Garu kin to my side. Their souls are now at peace. Now go, fight the worm and all who serve it.
You hear the internal motto around here?
The cost of the fine is always less than the cost of compliance?
Bingo. Won't see that one in their ads.
You here to enlist?
Yeah, hear you've been having some trouble lately.
You hear correctly. We were attacked a few days ago. We pushed them back, but let's just say we're a little understaffed right now.
What's in this training program of yours anyway?
That's classified. But those who survive their training become real killing machines. With real thick wallets, too. What do you say? You interested?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal Fillin.
Cahal Fillin. Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list. All right then. Go report to the instructor for testing. He's in the warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates ex-cons. This way. Control, I've got a candidate for you.
Welcome. If you're looking to sign up, you have to talk to the instructor. Head over to that building in the courtyard.
I'm here to be recruited.
You? How'd you make it through the physical without breaking a hip? All right, Gramps. Let me just find you on the list here.
I signed up at the entrance. Cahal Fillin.
Ah, right. Here you are. Now let's get down to business. You ready for the interview?
I'm ready.
Let's start with a technical question then. Our assault troops are equipped with a new type of pump-action rifle. What kind of sight is it equipped with?
A laser sight.
Wrong. They have a holographic sight. But I understand why you'd get that wrong, Grandpa. Back in your day, they probably still had bayonets. Let's talk Endron now. The company has an internal motto for those in the know. Can you tell me what it is?
The cost of the fine is always less than the cost of compliance.
That's the one. Sounds like you're gonna fit right in. Some guys roll on in complaining about the company not having a moral code. Screw them. Okay, enough of this paper-pushing bullshit. I know a combat vet when I see one. Welcome to Endron's training program. Head over to the waiting room. Someone will come get you new recruits in a few minutes.
Understood.
So you managed to get through their test just like that. Well done. But they want to make you wait. We don't have time for that. You should see a command post overlooking the waiting room. They'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. And the people here won't know what's going on in the training center.
Wait here.
Make a rug out of that thing!
trespassers!
I'm in the mine.
The propane tank's at the center of the site. There should be a service door that leads there.
Major Grainer's offering a bonus for anyone who brings back one of their leaders' heads.
Damn. Cross your fingers we're gonna be part of the team for the next attack.
You'll be given a checkup by our medical staff. During this comprehensive checkup, you'll be treated with a serum reserved for the Endron Elite. The serum will heighten your reflexes, increase your pain tolerance, and make you stronger than ever. I'll ask you to wait here. Pull you in when you're ready. Take the time to watch some of our training sessions. You can see through the window behind me.
I see the tank.
You're going to have to cut through the medical sector to get there.
They're injecting something into their recruits.
We're aware. Endron soldiers reek of the out just what's in that serum of theirs.
How long will it be before our latest batch of recruits is trained?
2 months for most of them. Less for the ones who react well to the serum.
Excellent. I'll communicate that to Major Grainer when she returns.
So the injections have something to do with the worm.
We think so, but we can't prove it yet. That's one of the things Ava and Adana are investigating.
There's silver here. Lots of it. The smell's overwhelming.
You must be in their armory. The propane tank's downstairs from you.
Alert! All personnel. The security of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Evacuate immediately.
I hate exos. I made it to the propane tank, but there's a soldier over there. He's more monster than man, though. Just muscles stacked on muscles.
One of their elite soldiers. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal with him.
Security's detected an intruder, but he's not going anywhere now that we've got the site locked down. Stay on your guard and put a bullet in him.
I'm the only beast here.
Set the explosives. There we go. The explosives are in place.
Time for you to get out of there.
This is about those big bastards.
Must have been dreaming.
Sorry about the alarm.
Whoa, the hell?
You should see air vents running along the top of the walls in some rooms. The ventilation system isn't running. Those ducts will lead you straight outside.
Search the warehouse. If you find the intruder, don't try to play hero. Give the alert immediately.
We got an animal roaming around.
What?
Huh? Hostile confirmed.
Get ready to get shit.
We got an intruder.
Deal with whatever this is. Backup needed in this sector. Fire going fast.
What's the latest on the program?
The flamethrower exos have just cleared testing. Just got the green light for their deployment.
Good. Keep it up.
What was that? Let's see.
Shit, we've been breached.
I'm almost at the control room.
Steel yourself. Cutting the ventilation won't go unnoticed.
Ventilation system's down.
Then your path is clear. Good news. Ava's just arrived back at the cairn and brought your daughter with her.
Hedana.
I imagine you'd like to see your daughter before anything else. She'll be in Ava's quarters, I'm sure.
Nobody here, but her computer's on. Old notes from Ava, before she created Lambda Mankind. My Irish brethren, But that was a lifetime ago.
Cahal! You know I hate it when people mess with my stuff.
That's an impressive amount of equipment.
It's the bare minimum for leading a handful of activists against a megacorp like Endrin.
Haven't changed much, have you? Aside from a couple of new lines on your face.
Thanks, asshole. You know, I always knew you'd come back. It was just a matter of when.
This isn't quite the reunion I had in mind.
But it's a happy one. I heard about your handiwork at the mine.
Adana.
Cahal?
You must have a lot to talk about. I'll go check on the solar panels. Catch you later.
Adana, how are you doing? You've grown.
It's not worth trying to rebuild that bridge now, Cahal. Not after abandoning me for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Adana.
Where do you think an apology is going to get you? You know, it was hard enough to get over Mom's death. But dealing with the fact that you chose to leave me behind when I needed you most, that left a scar. You were so focused on doing what you thought was right, that you never thought about what it might do to me.
Maybe you're right. I didn't think about how it might hurt you. I spent those 5 years finding my way back to the man I was. Even if you were with me, I wouldn't have been me. And you'd have been just as alone. I was in no state to look after you. I couldn't have been the father you needed. I wasn't.
Stop, Cahal. I'm really not in the mood to hear you rewrite our family history. Endrin just carved a bloody wound into my cairn. They killed my friends. Right now, all I care about is tearing Endrin apart.
Rodko told me you and Ava were undercover at Endrin during the attack.
That's right. I managed to infiltrate the fracking site. They just upped my security clearance, too. I've got access to their protected data. This is the best chance we've ever had at taking Endrin down. We sink them from the inside.
Endrin's built a fracking site.
It was a rush job. They'd set it up and posted guards before we had any time to react. It's a danger to nature and the spirits alike. Those sites are one of the greatest threats Gaia faces today. It hurts my heart to work there. But I also know that I'm the best chance we've got of putting a stop to it. Soon.
How was it with Rodko and Ava?
Honestly, it was hard at first. Rodko was... he was really mad at himself. Over you going away. Over Mom's death. He obsessed over my first change. Trained me for months and months. But as we trained, I started thinking, I don't want to go through my first change.
Are you scared?
Fuck no. I just don't want to be a Garu. You're all too unstable. Mom wasn't a Garu, and she was one of the best fighters the Cairn had ever seen. I think that's why I drifted toward Ava and her way of doing things. Fortunately, Rodko mellowed out after a while.
I was able to talk with him earlier. Seems like he's gotten more open-minded in these past few years.
It took him some time to come around, but he finally realized that Ava's methods serve Gaia just as well as his do. Now he's got no problem with the idea of working with humans, or my choice to follow in Mom's footsteps.
You really do take after your mother. Took me aback at first.
I miss her too, Cahal. I think about her every day.
She would have been proud of you.
If you say so.
What are you hoping to find by following in her footsteps?
I want to continue her fight. To finish it. She wanted to bring Endrin down, and that's what I plan to do.
I can't blame you for following your mother's example. She really was exceptional.
She sacrificed herself for Gaia. And she didn't abandon me, so you know. Anyway, Ava and I will keep working at Endrin's fracking site. We're gonna take those assholes down from the inside.
You've seen how bloodthirsty Endrin is. Did you know they have a price on your head?
They're not the first, and they're not about to scare me into stopping. I've lost too many already. And if we run, how will we honor their memory? The pack comes first. Besides, Endrin doesn't suspect me at all. I'm secure over there.
Secure?
Endrin has full confidence in me. Hell, the whole team at the fracking site looks to me for my expert chemical analyses. As long as I stay their golden girl, there's no way they'd imagine I'm connected to those scary eco-terrorists. Least of all the Cairn.
Sink Endrin from the inside. And how do you plan on doing that?
A while back, Ava, Rodko, and I discovered that Endrin's injecting its new recruits with a special serum that makes them more... everything.
Yeah, I saw it myself when I was in their training center. The injection transforms people. Makes them stink of the worm.
There's more to it than that. When I first joined Endrin's ranks, I was trying to figure out what was going on with their biofuel project. But while I was analyzing the formula for the biofuel, I noticed an encrypted molecule within it. No employees have access to its composition. That same molecule is in the substance they're injecting their troops with, as well as another project, the Earthblood protocol.
I don't like that they're using it in both their serum and their biofuel. Whatever it is, it's bad.
Once we figure out what that mystery molecule really is, we'll know what they're pumping their soldiers with, and their plans for this biofuel. Then we'll leak that info to everyone who'll listen, block the biofuel's launch, and hopefully put the final nail in Endrin's coffin. Thing is, right now the encryption they're using on their data's impossible to break. That's why we came back. We wanted to tell Rodko how we were stuck and figure out what to do from here.
Yeah, I read Ava's letter to Rodko. How can I help?
If you want to help, go meet with Ava. She and Rodko will be figuring out our next steps.
All right, I'll go check in with her and then have a talk with Rodko. Any idea where I'll find her?
By our solar panels. If you've got any other questions, you'll find me with the rest of the pack. They need me.
How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Though, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endrin's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
Adana taking action, the attack on the cairn. It's hard for me to ignore the parallels with the day Ludmilla died.
I suppose the infiltration strategy doesn't exactly help things, huh?
Yeah. I'm terrified that we might somehow see a repeat of 5 years ago.
Don't worry, Cahal. Even if the broad strokes are similar, the details are completely different. We lost Ludmilla because we didn't know that Endrin was working with the Black Spiral Dancer. Piece of shit must have realized Ludmilla was one of us. Nothing else could have. There's no way in hell that's happening again. We've checked Endrin's security on all their sites around Tarker's Mill. There are no Black Spiral Dancers, not one. Adana's got this. She'll be safe.
Lambda Mankind's really made something of itself, hasn't it?
Yeah. Took us a while, but we've got a solid group. And our name's out there. The bigger we get, the more we can do. Still need to get public opinion on our side, of course, and That's not going to be easy given the way Indran and its puppet media portray us. But the longer we fight, the better we can reclaim our narrative. The people will come to realize we're fighting for them in due time.
How did you manage to convince Rodko to house Lambda Mankind at Tarker's Mill?
Back when you were here, he wouldn't give the idea the time of day. But when he named me lieutenant, I told him I'd agree on one condition.
That he'd accept your Lambda Mankind.
Yep. Once he lived around them for a while, he finally saw that their determination to save the planet was every bit as real as his. And today, they're fully integrated into the cairn. Rodko's a big reason Lambda Mankind's accomplished what it has today.
How did Adana's training go while I was away?
Rodko tried to make a Garu out of her, but all his training didn't exactly bear fruit. I know she doesn't like talking about it, but she says she doesn't feel the gift.
Do you think she's right?
I think only time will tell. But all of Rodko's obsessive Garu training only pushed her closer to me. She took an interest in my work, wanted to know all about my approach to infiltration, my thoughts on humans. And she was a fast learner. Call it ego, but I used to think she was trying to be like me. Then I realized she already had a role model. Her mother. Adana realized that I could teach her a lot of the same stuff her mother could have, so she stuck to me like glue. And then she shifted up a gear, studied at Caltech and Columbia University, and she did it all on her own. You should be proud of her.
Always have been. So, how do you like being Rodko's lieutenant?
Things were a little bumpy in the beginning. Rodko didn't like my way of doing things, so I had to assert myself. Deep down, though, I don't think he would have gone easy on anyone. Nobody could replace you in his eyes.
Yet here you are, Rodko's right hand. I'd say you replaced me quite well.
I appreciate it, but it was never a question of ability. Rodko just had to get over it, to learn to stop yearning for the past. It was a slow process, but he's finally managed to turn the page. That said, your return has done him a lot of good. All of us, really. There's a lot of change we can effect with you here, Cahal. Keep that in mind. The fracking site's too well protected. It's too much for two people.
What about your Lambda Mankind? I feel like they'd be distraction enough.
That's not happening. If we staged a full-on attack, they'd lock down the whole site, lab servers included. This is a job for a scalpel, not a chainsaw. Gotta keep our operation lean.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step one. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Indran acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rodko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
So, any news on the group that was supposed to launch?
So many dead. This is horrible.
I'm sorry, Adana.
What is it, Cahal?
We'll talk later.
As you know, Magadon claims they opened a new lab to develop
Every step the forest loses is one the worm gains.
They just brought their supplements to market. If we don't expose them, a whole lot of unsuspecting people are going to get poisoned.
Hello there.
The new lab of theirs is still under construction, and their security's full of holes. It's the perfect time to stage an attack.
We split into 3 teams. You two take the
So, were you able to talk with your daughter?
As you might imagine, there's still a lot of tension there.
Between the attack on the cairn and your sudden return, she's going through a lot right now. Give her time.
Ava said the same thing. I hope you're both right. Speaking of Ava and Adana, they told me about their plan to get their hands on the encrypted data inside the fracking site's laboratory.
To bring Endron down from the inside, yes. I think they've got the right idea. If we manage to chase Endron from this region, they'll just continue their dirty work elsewhere. It's time for a decisive blow. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the dam to bring down the defenses of the fracking site. I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and Adana over comms, and allow them access to the dam's network.
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single alarm, things will get very dangerous very quickly.
I know. One sign something's amiss, and Tank Girl will be at the dam before you know it. So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating a diversion on the outside. That should keep her attention off you. And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam, Tank Girl will have no idea why you're really there.
Good. You can count on me.
Excellent. We'll have Declan meet you near the dam. He's got the relays you'll place to get Ava and Adana access to Indren's network.
There's still a long way to go. But life's picking up again in the cairn. Ludmilla,
Can't get my head around.
I hope
the
you
fact
can
that
see
I just
this,
buried Iron.
wherever you are.
Me neither. I figured he'd be the one burying all of
Fenn's
us.
strength will not last forever. He needs your help.
The guardian spirits of the forest. They have slept for too long. They must be stirred from their slumber. They must lend me their support against the worm. Find them, remind them of their duty, and return to me when it is done.
Found your peace at last, old Magnus.
Your memory will stay with us, always.
Hey, Cahal. Heard about your little light show at the mine. Didn't lose a finger playing with those fireworks, did you?
Not a one. And we couldn't have done any of it without you.
Oh, please. You're too kind. All I did was stick around. You know I'm here if you need me.
Thanks, Dusk. I'll let you know.
Out in the woods? Indren attacked their camp yesterday.
Activists, my ass. They're goddamn terrorists. I'm glad Indren's put them in their place.
Hear me, raccoon spirit. Wake up. Answer Ifen's call.
The worm has taken advantage of my slumber. But no longer. Ifen can count on me.
Fox spirit. Your sleep must end. Ifen needs you.
I hear you, warrior of Gaia, and I am now awake. Ifen has my aid.
Stag spirit. Awaken. Help Ifen to fight the worm.
Thank you for shaking me from my lethargy, warrior of Gaia. Ifen can count on me.
I can feel my power fading.
How are the spirits?
Still alive, at least. The influence of the worm has weakened them.
If we keep fighting back against Endron, though, his influence will shrink, and the spirits will regain their strength.
Bear Spirit, wake up. Hear Ifen's call.
I have slept for far too long. I did not feel the worms spreading. Ifen can count me among his stalwart allies. The guardian spirits are among us once again. I can feel their strength. Thank you, warrior of Gaia. There will be other fights we must win to defend our forest. Return to me in time. I will have further need of your help.
Hey, Cahal, right?
You must be Declan. You with Lambda Mankind?
That's right. Ava's told me all about you. It's an honor, really.
I don't know about that. I hear you've got the relays I need to install at the dam.
Yeah, I got them right here. You need anything else?
What do you know about the dam?
After you took down their training center, they doubled down on security at all the other sites in the region. Even if Rodko draws their attention, you're still going to have a lot of resistance. They've even brought in some of their elite guards from Nevada. And these guys are huge. I don't even know if you could call them human anymore.
We've met, but I had no idea they were from Nevada.
Well, the training center you took out wasn't the only card Endron had in its hand.
That figures. How'd you meet Ava, anyway?
By investigating her, really. I used to be a cop, tasked with putting her and Lambda Mankind away. And I tried, but Ava runs a clean operation. That didn't make the bosses happy, though. They told me to falsify evidence to bring him down. That's when I realized they were in Endron's pocket. I tried calling him out, but the whole precinct came down on me like a ton of bricks. I had no choice but to run. And I ran to Ava. I pledged my life to fighting Endron.
You and the other humans. You know who it is you're working with, right? This isn't just ideology for us.
Yeah, I know. I know what you are. Ava told us everything. Trust me, Cahal. We're all on the same side here. We're fighting for the survival of the planet, whatever the cost.
I should be good.
Before you go, I've got a favor to ask. We've identified a key player working at the dam. We think she's got important information on whatever Endron's up to in Nevada. Her name's Victoria Vokes. We need you to question her. Get whatever info out of her you can.
Keeping the cairn safe is my top priority here, but I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck, Hal.
I've ID'd the civilians taking readings on the nearby riverbank. Should I warn the commander?
No, they're working for us. Nothing to worry about from them.
We have a security breach. Ready to get rowdy. This won't be.
How's our silver bullet stock looking? Have you finished the inventory?
We lost a lot of them in the training center attack, but we have enough to hold us over until the next shipment arrives.
What does the commander intend to do about these activists?
You'll know as soon as I do. For now, sit tight. Dismissed.
Ava, I'm at the entrance to the site.
Good. The dam is down below. I'll give you the targets once you're in.
Try to be careful.
Don't worry, this isn't my first rodeo.
Of course. That's why Indran's sending in reinforcements from Nevada to back us up.
Apparently those reinforcements are all excellent. I'm sure they signed
What was that?
Take it out, quick! Weapons ready!
One less fucker.
Heads up! Looks like we've got company. Let's find the son of a bitch. Raise the security level. Be on the lookout. Stay on your guard. Put it down!
The security officer must...
We're launching the attack.
Okay, let's go.
The main elevator is the only way to reach your targets. You should see a big warehouse door. It's just behind that.
Got it.
When will the new recruits from Nevada arrive?
Next week. Should be around 20. Their survival rate is improving.
When will the new recruits from Nevada arrive?
Next week. Should be around 20. Their survival rate is improving.
Loose wolf up!
Just got a ping on Victoria Oak's badge. It's through those windows upstairs at the end of the room. That's where she is.
Perhaps I'll pay her a visit. What do you want with this Volks woman, anyway?
We're trying to find out more about Endron's biofuel. Apparently, it's manufactured in Nevada.
I want the report on my
Guess
desk
who just came back from there?
Will do, Mrs. Volks.
So Tarker's Mill isn't their only target. Victoria Volks?
That's right. If you want something, be quick about it. I'm busy. Who are you anyway?
Are you familiar with Lambda Mankind?
I've heard of them. Another group of back-to-nature idiots standing in the way of progress.
Well, that saves me an explanation. I'm working with them. I'm with Endron's intelligence division. We have vital information for you, Mrs. Vokes. It's taken us months, but we've managed to infiltrate the eco-terrorist group Lambda Mankind. We've learned they're planning to kidnap you.
Me? But why?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Perhaps you could answer a few questions for us. We think it must have something to do with your work. Can you tell me what you're working on?
That's classified, and if you don't know about it, it's well above your clearance. There's no way I can discuss Endron's business secrets with someone like you.
It seems I wasn't clear, Mrs. Vokes. We know this is about the biofuel. We just need to know why it would make those eco-terrorists want to target you. Your apprehension is understandable, Mrs. Vokes, but the threat is real. Your life is in danger.
What threat does a handful of self-righteous, forest-dwelling hippies pose? What? Are they gonna slogan me to death?
Think again, man. They're far more dangerous than they look. We found their last hostage with his hands cut off and his eyes gouged out.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's horrible. You don't think... Could they be after me because of the human testing?
What do you mean?
You know, those prisoners, they'll do anything for a commuted sentence and a few years on our payroll. Anyone who agrees has to undergo a series of... No, I can't share that information with anyone.
I understand. Just tell me what you can without violating the non-disclosure agreement.
Okay. All I can tell you is that when we first tested our biofuel in the wild, we discovered something very... peculiar. Some animals exposed to the exhaust fumes changed. They became more resistant, more aggressive. Once we discovered that, we came up with a plan to test the effects on humans.
You've tested... on humans? I see.
What does it have to do with me? Why am I being targeted by terrorists?
Calm down, Mrs. Vokes. The Intelligence Division will take care of this situation. You have my word.
You promise? Just in case, could you get me some protection or bodyguards or something?
Please, Mrs. Vokes, focus. We believe you have data on the biofuel project somewhere on site. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. My office is at the dam. I should have one of those files open on my computer right now, in fact.
Give me your badge, Mrs. Vokes. We'll need to completely wipe your hard drive. Can't take any risks with that sort of thing. You understand?
Yes, I suppose I do. Here. Oh, God. This is a nightmare. I'll stand by for your instructions or anyone you send.
I'll send some men to protect you as soon as I can. In the meantime, do not speak about this to anyone. Thank you for your cooperation, Mrs. Vokes.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Ava, did you get all that?
You bet I did. Nice work. All that's left is to find her computer.
How are you doing, Rodko?
They've taken the bait. Don't waste time.
I'm inside.
Okay. I'll mark the terminals where you need to plug me in. And once you're finished, I'll guide you to the extraction point.
I've got the data. We're good.
Great. That data's just what we need. Well done.
So I just received the medical files on the troops coming in from Nevada,
And? Is something wrong?
I don't know. They're ex-cons, so their blood test came back positive for some of the psychoactive drugs you might expect. But there's something
What the
else.
hell?
Something strange. I'll have to look into it.
I've disconnected the first terminal.
Perfect. Adana, how are you doing with the Deceptors? They'll be ready in a few minutes.
Rod, go. How are you holding up?
All right for now, but we'll be falling back soon.
There's an intruder in the area. Be careful.
Explosives released!
Second terminal's disconnected.
Great. The deceptors are just about ready. They'll make it look like everything's still up and running. Endrin won't notice a thing.
That's the last terminal sorted.
The deceptors are ready, Ava. I'm on it. Okay, I'm in the dam's control system now. Good to go. Gahal, it's time to withdraw. I'll tell Rodko. I've identified a vehicle exit. I'll open it for you.
I've requested the reports on Endron's new biofuel from Nevada.
No, you can forget it. Only Victoria Vokes knows anything about it. And if you ask her, she'll tell you the same thing she tells everyone else.
That's classified and well above your pay grade, right?
That's right. Still, I can't blame you for being curious.
Yeah?
I'm glad you're back.
Me too, Eddie. Me too. I'm out.
Nice job. Bring me Volk's data as soon as you can.
This is where Rodko and the others staged their distraction.
Humans are bleeding Gaia dry and strengthening the worm.
Hi.
Here's Voke's data.
Hell yeah. This should give us a look at what Indren's mixing into its biofuel.
If this data contains what you hope it does,
Then we'll be able to land a heavy blow against Indren. It's probably got info on what they're doing in Nevada, too.
I'll keep my fingers crossed. How are things at the dam? Did they find out what we did?
Doesn't look like it. The plan worked perfectly. They must think they scared you off before you managed to do anything.
They'll figure it out in due time. We need to move. I'll go see Rodko.
Pop by to see Adana, too, if you've got the time. She'd appreciate it.
Have you had time to plan our next steps? We've got to act before they realize what we did at the dam.
I know, and I'm ready. Go get Ava and Adana. It's time to attack our final target. The plan is simple. No unnecessary risks. We go in as a small team and get the data on Indren's twisted experiments. Then we let the media do the rest of the work for us. Ava?
The room housing the data we're after is impossible to unlock from the outside. Trust me, we tried. Which is why I need you, Cahal, to connect me to the server in their central control room so I can open the way for Adana.
The problem is, even if we manage to open the door, that room is under high surveillance. I'd be detected before I manage to recover anything.
So Ava said. We need security to keep its eyes off the screens for a few minutes so you'll have room to work. Blowing up the refinery should do it. I'll handle that.
That would put the site out of action and get their whole security team's attention. 2 birds with 1 stone.
But that still won't buy you too much time, 80. You'll have to be quick.
3 minutes is all I need. And then our problems are solved.
Ava, you'll be in charge of coordination. I'm counting on you. Cahal, we'll meet in the area that links their outpost to the fracking site.
Okay, we'll draw less attention that way. But if the outpost raises an alarm...
Declan and I will jam their communications, just in case.
Adana, you go about your normal workday until you get the signal. Everyone else, we attack this evening. I wish you all the best of luck.
You all right, Dusk?
Sure, but how about you? I hear you'll be taking on the fracking site. Shit. Talk about taking the bull by the horns.
We'll be taking it by the tail. It's too risky for a frontal attack.
By the way, Ava asked me to give Declan a hand tonight. She wants us to jam communications between the outpost and the fracking site so they don't see you coming.
That'd be a real help. I'm counting on you.
I won't let you down. Good luck tonight, my friend.
Thanks, but you hold on to that luck. You need it more than I do.